You know that pain, right? That sharp, shooting, just awful zinger that runs from your lower back down your leg. It is so frustrating. And figuring out why it's happening? Well, that's the absolute first step to finally getting some real, lasting relief.
So what is actually going on down there? Is it coming from your spine? Is it some super tight muscle, or is it something else completely? That's the big question we're going to break down right now. Okay, let's get into it.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll talk about just how common this is. You're not alone, I promise. Then we are going to untangle the two main culprits that feel almost identical but have totally different causes. After that, we'll jump straight into what you can do about it, looking at specific movements and a pretty cool tool from ancient medicine. And finally, we'll tie it all together into a clear plan for you.
To kick things off, I just want to say, if you are dealing with this, you are in a very, very big club. This kind of nerve pain is one of the most widespread issues people face.
And just look at this number. It's huge. According to the Cleveland Clinic, a whopping 40% of people in the U.S. will get sciatica at some point. That's not a small number. We're talking about almost 1 out of every 2 people. So yeah, understanding this is a really big deal.
Okay, so let's get to the heart of all the confusion. Both of these conditions feel so alike because they're both messing with the same thing, your sciatic nerve. And that nerve, by the way, is the longest and thickest one in your entire body. But where the problem is coming from, well, that changes everything.
And I love this analogy because it makes it so clear. Real sciatica starts at the spine. Think of it like a kink in a hose, right at the spigot, maybe from a herniated disc pinching the nerve. Piriformis syndrome, though, that's more like a clamp. A small muscle deep in your butt, the piriformis, gets tight and literally squeezes or clamps down on the nerve as it passes by. So a kink at the source or a clamp down the line.
This chart breaks it down even more. You can see the root cause is different, nerve irritation at the spine versus muscle compression. But pay close attention to the affected areas. See how true sciatica often sends that pain radiating all the way down into the feet and even the toes? Getting this difference right is absolutely the key to finding the right kind of help. So what can you actually do about this? Let's talk about the most powerful tool you have, targeted movement. And the goal here isn't just to stretch randomly. It's about moving with a very specific purpose. Okay, so Dr. Andrew Bang from the Cleveland Clinic talks about this a lot. The Piriformis Stretch, well, that goes right after that clamping muscle, helping it to let go. The Cobra Pose, on the other hand, works on the kink. It's a gentle way to open up the spine and create more space for those nerve roots. See? Different movements for different problems. Okay, get ready for this because this is fascinating. Biomechanics specialist Connor Harris points out that most of us have a subtle natural rightward tilt in our spine and pelvis. What does this do? It can cause the left side of our pelvis to rotate forward a bit, which puts that left piriformis muscle in a constantly tight position, making it way more likely to clamp down on the nerve. Ever wonder why so many people say, "Ugh, it's always my left side"? Well, this could be why.
So the amazing thing is, we can actually work to correct that imbalance. Harris suggests these really simple drills designed to open up the back of that left hip. These aren't just random stretches you see. They're smart, corrective exercises that are trying to bring your body back into balance and take that pressure off the nerve for good.
But you know, at the end of the day, your body is the real expert. This advice from Dr. Bang is just golden. Whether it's a stretch for the clamp or a pose for the kink, find the one that actually feels good and relieving for you. Don't push through sharp pain. And once you find what works, do it a lot. A few minutes, 5 or 6 times a day, is how you really start to see change. All right, let's switch gears and talk about another tool for your toolkit. Now, this one might look a little intense at first, but it's actually a modern version of a healing practice that's been around for thousands of years.
So the principle here is acupressure. The idea in traditional Chinese medicine is that by applying firm pressure to specific points on the body, you can release blocked energy, or qi, which can help ease pain and kickstart the healing process.
And here it is, the modern version, the acupressure mat. It's basically a foam mat that's covered in hundreds of little plastic spikes. When you lie down, your own body weight does all the work, pressing those points into your back and stimulating all those spots at once. It's like bringing an ancient practice right into your home. But you might be asking, does this stuff actually work? Well, a pilot study back in 2012 looked at exactly that. And get this, after just 2 weeks of using a mat like this every day, people with chronic low back pain reported a 36% bigger drop in their pain compared to a group that didn't use one. That's a really significant improvement in a super short time.
And here's where it gets really powerful. It's not about replacing movement.
It's about making your movement better. Another study found that while exercise by itself is great, the group that also used an acupressure mat saw way bigger improvements in their pain after 6 months. So think of the mat as an amplifier for all the other good stuff you're doing.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. We've figured out the problem, we've looked at the causes, and we've got 2 great tools in our toolkit. So now let's pull it all together into a simple, actionable blueprint for you.
Here is your path forward. Number 1, get clear. Ask yourself, is this more likely a kink from my spine or a clamp from a muscle? 2, move with purpose. Pick the stretches that feel relieving and good. 3, think about those imbalances, especially if you're on team left side pain. 4, think about adding a tool like an acupressure mat to boost your progress. And finally, the most important one, be consistent. Real relief isn't a one-time thing. It's built day by day.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. Don't get overwhelmed trying to do everything at once. Just think, based on everything we just talked about, what is one small, easy thing you can do for yourself today? Maybe it's just trying one of those gentle stretches for a couple of minutes. That's it. Your journey to feeling better starts with that one small step.